Trees aren't green, the ocean is gray, sky is a vague blue, come my way. My room is a mess, it could use a hand. My favorite TV shows to capture in. I know must get it right, must get back in the fight. This can't be a surprise, I think I'll let it slide. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems, I know I can't make it through. Every night it's the same, I keep running fast, left and right, wondering where my head's gone.
Awesome, more awesome or awesomeness to this. We're on Bayou Batre. Bayou Batre, right here, empties out to the Gulf. Check out the old ferry boats, gambling boats, I guess. Man, tell us in the comments what these things are, where they came from. But we're gonna walk. We're gonna walk around here. I think we got a historian over here. We're gonna ask him where the heck we are. Look, we drove down this road, Shell Belt. I think it was Shell Belt Road, Alicia, and we passed every seafood supplier on planet Earth. But you know what we didn't find? We didn't find Bubba Gump Shrimp Factory. And you're going to have to Google and let us know where it really is, because we can't find it. Let's walk around, Alicia, and check out some photos here on whatever this is. Bayou Batre, Alabama.
Maybe I need a break, maybe that's why I fade into this bitter taste. I think I'll let
Who we
it
got
be.
here?
Calvin Harbison.
William Jennings.
Where are we? I know Bayou Batre,
This is what they call Lightning Point,
Lightning Point.
or the mouth of the bayou, we used to call it. State docks, some people call it.
And there's nothing but seems like a million seafood supply companies here. How long has that been going on? It looks like probably a billion years, huh?
Probably since way back in the 30s or earlier than that. Fishing town. This is a fishing town.
Fishing, seafood, and they supply seafood all over the place.
All over the world. Yeah.
I'll be darned. So it's a long road. So I
They
see.
get imports and then they export it back out. Some of it.
So people are fishing here, and I guess there's a boat ramp. If I'm put in here, where am I going right at? Where am I going fishing?
Anywhere. There's Coffee Island over there. That island over there
Okay.
we call Coffee Island.
All right.
It's actually Leox Herbs.
Is that a bay? Is that a bay out here?
Yeah, this is Mississippi Sound out
Okay,
here.
that's Mississippi Sound too. Okay.
Well, here inshore you got Porterville Bay. It goes way down there.
So no Bubba Gump Shrimp Factory.
No.
Can't even get a Bubba Gump Shrimp hat. Man, that ain't right. So do y'all fish out here or y'all shrimp?
I fish, I shrimp.
And what are you catching?
Nothing today.
Nothing today. Hey, as long as we're out here, right? Hey, good meeting you guys. Good meeting you guys. I'm telling you, we love it, man. And at least Yano's Codan,
Alabama.
Alabama. He sells live bait. We're going by about 80 miles an hour. And Alicia always hates when I do this because apparently she's never looking. But if I see a boat ramp sign or a bait camp sign, I hit the brakes and make a U-turn. Sir, good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Why don't you tell, and your resume is pretty wide here. Tell everybody who we talking to. How in the world did you get in the shrimp business?
Well, I'm a inshore fishing guide, and I worked offshore on the oil boats for 30 years, and on my days off I would fish, take people fishing. And I've always had a captain's license, so I went ahead and I got my guide license. I'd take people fishing. Well, in the past 3 years, I got tired of buying bait. Well, really, it ain't buying bait. I got tired of looking for bait. Because when I'd have a fishing charter, I get up at 4 in the morning so I can meet my customers at 5. Well, a lot of times the bait shops, they wouldn't have no bait.
Right.
So
you would spend hours or an hour every morning, and that's one reason why we started this bait thing was, man, I don't want to go looking for an hour for bait. Where can I go get it?
Right. Sometimes I'd have to drive all the way to Mobile, and I'm 30 minutes from Mobile,
Yeah.
and that's 30 minutes out of my way,
Yeah.
so you're looking at another hour.
Yep.
So I went ahead and I built me a tank, and I already had a little boat, and I built the rig in and everything, got it all rigged up, and I started catching bait for myself. Well, I was catching so much bait, and I already had a license to sell because I got inspected by the Alabama. So I said, well, I'll go ahead and just sell a little bit of bait just to pay for the gas. Well, the next thing I know, it started overcoming. Hey, you can come in here, you can see what I got. I got 3 tanks. I try to keep bull minnows and croakers in that
And it's
one.
over there.
But I'm sold out right now on them. But I hand pick my shrimp. I'm not selling to other shops, and I don't want to sell shrimp that I wouldn't fish with because I'm a guide.
Right.
You can look and see what we got. I mean, every one of them is really, really nice shrimp. And that's what I try to keep. Now, if it ever comes, it does, where I do have little shrimp, that's all we catch it. You can't catch a bigger shrimp.
Right, yeah, nothing else out
But
there.
I try to keep at least 4,000 or 5,000 on hand
Yep.
every day.
Yep.
Now, when I get low, I'll go back out and catch more. Now, it kind of tough being a fishing guide because I'm still fishing. So I'll go run my trips in the mornings, and then when I come in, I'll get a bite to eat, and then I'll go out and try to catch my shrimp
Right.
for the next morning. And I got a lot of the other guys that's friends with me, and they'll call me up. They want 10 dozen, 10 dozen, 10 dozen. So you see these little trays right here.
Right. You
I'll
keep
put
those.
10 dozen.
So
in
if I'm a
each little tray.
captain, and I, we do the same thing everywhere we go. If I'm a captain, I can call you up day before or something and say, look, I need you to set me aside
Yes.
so
yes.
many shrimp, and you'll actually do that for these guys.
For the guides.
Yeah.
For the guides. I mean, I don't want to just cater to the guides. I cater to the public, but I'm a guide and I know how it is.
How it is, yeah.
And it is hard to find shrimp.
So let me ask you this: what's the number do these guys call? The phone number these guys can call to get a hold of you, just in case they need to get that bait.
251-610-0462. And the address is 3330 Highway 188, Coden, Alabama, 36523.
Website, Facebook, Instagram, anybody?
Facebook, it's Yano Serra, YANOSERRA. The website is the website is Spectacle Lure.
Spectacular Lure. They can get you there.
Yeah.
What have you seen differently today, and maybe in the future, where fishing used to be here in Alabama 10, 20 years ago that you're seeing now that's like, wow? Or, I mean, do you see anything different?
Oh yeah. A lot more fishermen.
Well, yeah, besides a lot more
There's
fishermen.
a
Exactly.
lot more fishermen.
So it's a lot more bait.
Lot more bait. When I was a kid in my teens, you probably wouldn't see 5 or 6 boats out on the shoals, if that.
Right.
Now, 50, 60
Yeah.
boats
Yeah.
out fishing.
Right.
Everywhere you go, there's a boat.
Yeah. What about limits? I know Louisiana, Texas now are changing their limits. Are they started that in Alabama yet with flounder, redfish, or anything?
We did it the last 3 years ago. We was at 14 inches on speckled trout, and we could have 10 speckled trout. And then they went to 15 inches and made it 6 trout. Okay, the flounders was, there was no limit, and then it went to a 14 inch, 10 fish. And now I think it's 15 inches. Yeah, it's 15 inches, and it's 5 fish.
5 fish.
On the flounder. But I see a really big improvement in the trout and the flounders. The last 2 years, we've catching more flounders right now than we ever have in the last 5 or 6 years. 5 or 6 years ago, you couldn't find a flounder.
Yeah.
Now, you hear people say they caught their limits of flounders, 3, 4 people, limits of flounders. The speckled trout, we catching really big speckled trout. We catching a lot of speckled trout. Now, we catching a lot of 14-inch trout we got to throw back, but that's our future.
Right, exactly. Mr. Yano, appreciate it, sir. It was great meeting you.